Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
All right, we got to go to the negative. The biggest surprises on the other end. I know McCall is squirming right now that he has to participate in this endeavor. I'm going to start in the muss bus. Right now, it's effectively broken down. I mean, it's broken. It's on the side of the road somewhere about 30 minutes from Fayetteville, just trying to get back, and nobody's coming. Like Muss is called AAA. They won't answer his phone call right now. He's just sitting there waiting, and the bus is broken down. The driver has left. Listen, they've been – what Muss has done the last couple of years is remarkable, getting this program back to relevance, to national relevance after, honestly, Mike Anderson did a ho-hum job with them. But this year, it's been a disaster. The Nets 113 right now. Their numbers stink. They can't win games. They're getting blown out. I mean, they lose by 32. The worst loss in Bud Walton history recently against Auburn home. I mean, come on. Like, they're too talented for this. They got Tremont Mark. They got Trevin Brazil. They got players. They just got Menefield eligible. There's no reason for this other than, guys, there's got to be some chemistry issues. So Arkansas, for me, is clear-cut the most disappointing team. T.O., I'll give you – I'm going to buy McCall a minute here to collect his thoughts before we go to him.
He's an overly positive guy. I like that. I'm going to stay in the SEC. Mizzou. After going 25-10 last year, you were able to see a lot from Dennis Gates, and they brought a lot of their players back, especially in the backcourt. I expected them to kind of pick up where they left off. They overperformed last year. And with expectations coming in, what was it? They won a game in the NCAA tournament last season. You kind of expected them to keep that train moving. They've lost 6 out of their last 7. And they just haven't gotten the same amount of production that they've had in the past. I think that loss to Kansas kind of did them in because then it snowballed. They played Seton Hall at home at a semi-home. It might as well have been a home game. And then they struggled there. And then you run into Illinois. You got to get going in conference play. And you know what? The SEC's got a couple of teams that are good, like that aren't usually good. I feel like Georgia's pretty good. I feel like South Carolina's pretty good. Those are games last season that Mizzou handled. This year, with a lot of the same guys, they haven't been as good.
All right. The time has come, Matthew McCall. You have to say something negative about somebody. Who are you picking?
Well, up until yesterday, I would have stuck with you guys in terms of the SEC, and I would have taken Texas A&M. I mean, when Texas A&M went into Ohio State with Wade Taylor early on in the season and what they did to win that game, I'm like, okay, this team is for real. This team is going to compete for an SEC championship. They're really good. But then they knocked off Kentucky yesterday, so I got to pivot out of the SEC. And I'm not going to pinpoint one team, and I'm not going to just not pinpoint one team because I'm a positive.
Here we go. No, you're not going to leave.
This is gross.
Hear me out.
Gross. Come on.
Hear me out.
Step it up. Don't be soft.
The biggest
Come on, let's go.
is the Pac-12. It's the Pac-12. I was on my flight last night coming back from studio.
We're not allowing this.
No.
Theo and I
McCall.
are not allowing to go with a league that is going out of business.
McCall,
no,
McCall,
you can't take a league that's going out of business.
McCall, just say UCLA and be done with it.
LA in terms of college hoops with UCLA and USC. Can I take those two? Can I take both of those two?
Take two.
This is the last year of the league.
Yes.
I'm taking both of them. It's disappointing. Bronny is supposed to be a pro, unrealistic expectations in terms of him. He starts last night, plays 30 minutes. He doesn't even score a field goal, but his dad thinks he can start for the Lakers. So I'll put USC and UCLA. Last year, the Pac-12, I'm watching that game last night on the flight. I was like, I turned it off and started watching The Dark Knight Rises on JetBlue because I couldn't watch that bad of basketball anymore. It's the last year of the Pac-12. It's the last year. Can we get some exciting games? You got a football team play for the national championship, and your basketball league is terrible right now. Step up your level of play, please. That's all I'll say.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.